I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we have a story on how to get a golden skull in Call of Duty Warzone 2 DMZ mode. DMZ players are being asked to find a golden skull in Warzone 2 Season 3 DMZ mode. So here's where you can find this very rare item. This is interesting. Warzone 2 Season 3 brings the new Deer Maker mission to the DMZ mode, which tasks players with finding a rare golden skull somewhere on the map. Here's how to get a golden skull in Call of Duty Warzone 2 DMZ mode. Warzone 2 Season 3 brought a ton of new content to the Battle Royal, but the very popular, my favorite mode, DMZ, also received its fair share of new additions. Fans of the Tarkov inspired mode saw the arrival of the controversial arrival of the skeleton keys as well as the new barter system. What? I'm gonna have to come back. Why is it controversial? Doesn't make any sense. The season update also introduced the new redacted fraction along with a host of missions to complete for them. The tier 1 deal maker mission asks players to deliver a number of different items, including an ultra rare golden skull. Here's how to get a golden skull in Warzone 2 DMZ Modern Warfare 2 Call of. This is the longest title of all time. People get mad when I call it Warzone 2 DMZ mode. I don't know why. It's just whatever. Here's there is no guaranteed location. Maybe that's what makes it controversial to find a golden skull in Warzone 2. I thought there was. DMZ instead, players will have to hope to find one with searching for loot. Unlike other key items in DMZ, there is no way to craft a golden skull either. So there's plenty of luck involved. I don't know if that's true. That being said, there are a number of places and methods with significantly better odds of finding a golden skull. Chuck them out. Defeat bosses. I thought that was it. The pyro boss, I thought he always had a golden skull on him. Killing bosses is tough, but it's a great way to earn golden skulls in DMZ. DMZ, many bosses such as the scavenger, bomb maker, and pyro drop much rarer loot than regular enemies, meaning the chances of a golden skull dropping are far higher. Simply track one down, whittle down their large health bar. I never even noticed they had a health bar. And keep your fingers crossed. While this is arguably the best chance of earning a golden skull, it's also one of the toughest, as these powerful enemies can quickly take out your squad if you are not prepared. I have with a team taken down the pyro boss before, but I don't think I've ever seen the scavenger boss or the bound maker. I don't think I've ever seen those two, but we have taken down a pyro boss once, and the last time I saw the pyro boss, they took me out. Sawa Hotel rooms 302 and 303 are full of loot. I heard about this last season. I don't know if they may have boarded up some of these areas. If you rather not chance your arms against a boss, the Sawa Hotel also has great odds of containing a golden skull. How about that? Rooms 302 and rooms 303 on the top floor are full of loot caches. However, you'll need a hold on, let's make it sense. However, you'll need a skeleton key to enter to hold on. What? That does okay. A skeleton key to enter. Again, there's no guarantee that a golden skull will spawn among all these items in either room, but if luck isn't on your side, there's always the option to exfil and try again. Okay, hold on. Okay, so you need a skeleton key just to get into these rooms. Yeah, I did hear, I think in when I saw earlier seasons, I just started playing DMZ in like season three. I thought I heard in season maybe one or two, you would be able to get into these rooms 203. I mean 302 and 303. But I think they bought it up, some of those ways to enter the Hotel. But police stations also have better odds of golden skulls spawning. One of the other locations of Al Majra likely to hold a golden skull are police stations. How about that? That's interesting. And there are different spots to check out around the map. Check out where to find them below. It's worth keeping in mind that police stations are strongholds in Warzone 2 DMZ, so you'll be met with plenty of resistance from AI enemies. However, once clear, they are an ideal spot to hunt down golden skulls. That was everything you need to know about how to find golden skulls in Warzone 2 DMZ mode. Wow, yeah, like I said, I've only seen one golden skull. I may have seen two. I may have seen a golden skull maybe on one of the trains. That's possible. Or could have been on someone's loot. But the only time I've personally come across a golden skull is when I was playing with some randoms and we took out the pyro boss, and on the pyro boss, on his loot was a golden skull. I was like, what? That's pretty cool to see. That was the first time. And that's the only, and like I said, I may have seen it also on the train once as someone else's loot. But yeah, the only time I've seen the golden skull was with one of the bosses. So I mean, if that's it, I think the best way, what I would do at least right now until someone finds like a better patch node or something, is I would just go and try to find the bosses. Right, the bosses, they're not as difficult to take down. I mean, I don't play solo, so if you're doing a solo to hero thing, you'll probably be completely cracked out of your mind as is. So you'll probably be able to take down the boss. But if you have a decent team, 3 players, and you can have up to 6 players on your team if you ask other players to join your squad, it shouldn't be too difficult to get a golden skull. The problem with that is that when you have 6 players, everybody's going for the golden skull, and you won't be able to split the golden skull 6 ways. So that would be, the biggest issue if you have, 2 teammates or 5 teammates. But let me know your opinion of this story. Have you found the golden skull? Have you crafted a skeleton key? Do you have either of those at the moment? And what's your advice on how to get a golden skull in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 DMZ or Warzone 2 DMZ mode? Like I said, my best way of finding a golden skull will be defeating one of the bosses. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we have a story about how to find how to get a golden skull in Call of Duty Warzone 2 Modern Warfare DMZ mode. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the $1 donation button, and please tune in to the next video on this channel. Thanks a million for watching.